Hey, what's up guys? James here. And so in today's video, I'm going to talk about Ethereum and a possible breakout to around $700. So I'm going to do some technical analysis on Ethereum, and I'd love for you to leave a comment below. Feel free to share this video if it's given value to you. So here's kind of what we're seeing in Ethereum. I'm on the Ethereum US dollar chart. This is the one-day candles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the drawings that I have on here right now. Okay, so when we're looking at this chart, what we see here, and remember, you know, usually what I trade, I only trade technical analysis. I don't really get into the fundamentals and things like that. So I know that there's different people have different strategies and different ways to trade, but this is what has worked for me and has allowed me to make over 600% ROI in just the last few months on my total portfolio. That's not just a couple trades, that's on my total portfolio. So this is how I trade. Now on this one, what I see here is like a just a big kind of holding pattern. It's like an ascending triangle. So I'll kind of show you here, like if we go like this and just draw a line, this is like the resistance, right? So whenever Ethereum gets up to this line right here, it's getting rejected and coming back down, but it keeps coming back up to that resistance line, which shows that Ethereum is probably going to break out from that line. Also, what we have is we have like an ascending support, okay? So we have like an ascending support line just like this. And you can see that we're getting higher lows as we go through time, right? So we're getting higher lows. So here's a low here, here's a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. Man, this thing is getting towards the end of this holding pattern. And also, you know, cryptocurrency is kind of like a puzzle, right? If you can put the puzzle pieces together, you can kind of, you can have, I'm not going to say you can predict it every time because you can't, but you can have very good predictions that are based on technical analysis. And here's what I know. In cryptocurrency, the market cap, let me actually show you this really quick, okay? Coinmarketcap.com. All right, so when I started trading cryptocurrency like in June, the market cap was at $60 billion, okay? So since June, this market cap has more than, it's quadrupled, right? It's now at over $240 million. I think literally a day or two ago it was at $235 million. So more money is coming into cryptocurrency, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these coins have a finite supply. There's a limited supply. There's no one printing more Bitcoin or making more Bitcoin. It's a limited supply. So the more money that comes in, the higher the prices will go. All right? That's kind of how cryptocurrency works. However, Bitcoin, I believe, I'm not going to call a top on it. I don't know exactly where the top is. Probably in the range of $10,000 to $13,000. I mean, the thing could run and go crazy, but what I know is the guys with a lot of money, the whales in cryptocurrency, as it becomes like if you were just to come into Bitcoin right now and like try to trade, it's starting to get a lot riskier than when Bitcoin was at 3,000, 5,000, right? The risk to reward is just not the same, right? If you came into Bitcoin right now and Bitcoin just goes to, you know, $10,000, yeah, maybe you can make 20-25% on your money, but in Ethereum, there is a chance for a massive breakout, and there's a chance where you could make 100% on your money. So I believe that's where a lot of the money is going to start flowing. And so as we look at Ethereum, we kind of can see that, right? We can kind of see, like, look at the volume here, and then look at the volume here. Like, tons of volume just came in right here. And this thing, I believe, is going to explode. So what would the target be on Ethereum? Now, this is an ascending triangle. I love trading the ascending triangle patterns. What I try to do, I've actually been buying Ethereum along this trend line. So based on when you see this video, you know, it might be time to buy, it might not. I'm not telling you when to buy. I want to kind of teach you how this stuff works, right? So if you ever see an ascending triangle pattern like this, where the price comes up, it gets rejected off a certain point, it comes up to the same price again and gets rejected again, but you have an ascending support where you're making higher lows, then that is an ascending triangle. And what you want to try to do in ascending triangle is you want to buy along the trend line as much as you can. Obviously, this is the best entry way down here in the bottom left, but if you can buy here, right here on the trend line, right here on the trend line, right here on the trend line, right now is not the perfect spot because we're getting close to the resistance line. However, I know a lot of traders are probably going to try to trade this breakout right in here. Okay, so once Ethereum breaks out, a lot of people are going to chase the price. And it's not a bad entry actually. But what ends up happening a lot, just so that you know, if you do trade this breakout, is a lot of times what will happen is you will have something like this. Okay, if it does break out, it'll do something like this. And a lot of times it comes back down and it tests the line where it broke out from. So what happens is if people chase it right after it breaks out and the price comes back down, the emotional thing that happens is people start dumping, right? And then that's when the smart traders and the whales and stuff buy right back in right at the support line. And then this thing is probably going to go like this, okay? So that's kind of what I'm seeing for Ethereum. It may not come, whenever it breaks out, it may not come all the way down to this trend line, but that happens a lot of times. I mean, it may not come as deep, right? It might kind of do something like this, you know, but look for that, all right? Another thing I want to point out is if we look at the line graph, the line chart, this kind of filters out a lot of the noise, a lot of the wicks and stuff like that. This is just the open and close price. And you can see that this is a little bit cleaner. And so you can see this line right here. I mean, it's right at $390, $400. This is Ethereum on Bittrex, by the way. It might be a little bit different pricing on other exchanges, but if Ethereum breaks this 390, really $400 mark, man, this thing is gonna go. And where I see this going is probably, like if we do it like this, a lot of times it'll move the same length from the bottom to the top. It'll move once it breaks out. So if it breaks out right here, man, we are looking at, and then let me just draw a like a horizontal line. This is, I could see Ethereum easily going to, what's this price? $687, so $700, right in that range. So Ethereum is, man, it could easily double in price very, very quickly. So just wanted to point this out. Hope this helps you. Hopes you kind of get something out of this technical analysis. I would love it if you leave a comment, if you share this video. And again, I just want to say thank you for watching this channel, and hit the subscribe button. And guys, we will speak to you soon. Also, in the description, before I leave, there is a link if you want to get access to our signals, all right? I have a friend named Dallin who crushed, he's done like almost 200 times on his money this year alone. And he's actually a great friend of mine, someone I've learned a lot from. If you want access to his signals and where you can literally copy the trades, click the link in the description. It'll take you over to a webinar, a video that you can watch and get more information about that, okay? So thank you very much, and we'll speak to you soon. Peace.